Hey friends, happy Friday. So today we're going to be working on some handwriting and forming our letters correctly. So you're going to need your writing journal. Normally we wouldn't do this kind of thing in our writing journal, but this paper, remember you should already have your little person that you drew in here. So you'll go to the next page on the back. But this paper that's in your writing journal is actually really good for practicing good handwriting. So we're going to practice this in your writing journal. So you'll need your writing journal for this. If you need to pause right now and go grab it, you can. Okay, and you'll also need a pencil. Now, I am going to be doing this on a whiteboard because it's going to be hard for you to see since it's kind of small and you need to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it on a whiteboard, but you're going to do it right here, starting at the top corner, okay? And we're just going to practice writing our letters. We're going to start with capitals first, then we're going to go to lowercase. And we're actually, let's just practice all of the capital letters today, and then on Monday we'll do all of the lowercase letters. And you need to listen carefully to how I'm telling you to form these letters, because sometimes we form bad habits and we start making the letters incorrectly and it makes them sloppy and hard to read. So listen to the directions I give you on exactly how to make your letters. So you're going to start on this red line here. See the red line? Your letters should be planted firmly on that red line. They don't need to be floating up in the air. They're going to be on the red line. That blue line up there is where they should go to the very top, and that's it. Then you have a space. See this space between red and blue? That just is a space for lowercase letters that hang down. And then you go to the next line here, and you've got the red line again for the bottom, and then your blue line at the top. Okay, so we got to make sure we're forming these correctly. I'm going to start you off in this journal, and then I'm going to show you on my whiteboard what to do, but I want to make sure you're writing in the correct place the whole time that we're doing this activity. Okay, so we're going to start by making the first letter in the alphabet, which is A. And remember, we're doing capital letters today. Another word for capital is uppercase. All right, so to make the uppercase capital A, you're going to pull down from the top. So start at the top and pull down, and then across. And we cross right here on the dash. So starting in this corner, and you're just going to do this all the way this direction. If you get to the end and need more room, go down to the next line. But when we're writing, we always start at the all the way on the left and go all the way to the right and then go to a new line. Okay? So far, you should have your capital A. Okay, next, you know what, I was going to do this all on your dry erase board, my dry erase board here, but I'm afraid it's going to get confusing, so I'll just do it in my journal. Hopefully y'all are able to see it okay. Alright, for the B, I'm going to leave a space and then make my B. For the B, I'm going to start at the top and pull down, and then go up and around and in, and then back around and in to make my B. Okay, a space. And then we're going to do C. For C, you are going to start at the top and pull back and go around. I'm going to turn off my light really fast and see if that makes it where you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Just a minute. Practice that C. See if that will be any better. Maybe a little bit. Okay, So starting at the top, pull back around. There's your C. Okay, next will be D. So finger space. Start at the top and pull down. And then you're going to push back up to the top and go around to make D. Notice all of my letters are not going below the red line. They're staying right at the red line. Next is E. So you're going to start at the top, blue line, and pull down to the red line. And then you're going to go across, across, across. Now for F, finger space. Pull down from the blue line to the red line, and then go back to the top blue line, across, across on the dashed line. For G, start at the top blue line. Remember your finger space. And you're going to pull back and go around, up to the dashed line and across. For H, I have probably enough space for H here. You are going to pull down and then leave some space and pull down again and then go across. Alright, notice that I have come to the end. There's not enough room to squeeze in another letter. So I'm going to come all the way back down over here to the far left by right under A and make my next letter. What comes next? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I comes next. Okay, so for I, starting at the top of this blue line here, and I'm starting near the corner, I'm not starting in the middle of the page. Pull down, and then go across on the top blue line, and across on the red line. Next is J. Start at the blue line here, and pull down to the bottom and curve back up, and then go across at the top. Okay, finger space. For your K, pull down from the top to the bottom, and then you're going to go back to the top and pull in to the middle and then kick back out to the bottom. Alright, next we have L. Start at the top, pull down to the bottom, and then go across on that red line there. And there's your L. Next we have M. For M, pull down, and then you're going to go push back up to the top. You're going to go into the middle, up, back to the top right there, up, and down to the bottom. Anytime we're making letters and they have a straight line, you should never be pushing up for your first stroke. You're always pulling down. Like notice how when we did that M, we pulled down, then we pushed back up to make the part that slants. You want to always pull down though. Alright, for N, look, another straight line again. We're not going to push up to make it. You're going to pull down, then push up your line, and go in to the bottom there. I keep going back up and down so I make it bolder for y'all, but you don't have to do that. Go up, or pull down, push up, go in, and then up to the top. Finger space. O. So you're going to start at the top with O and pull back and go around. There's your O. That was kind of a crazy O I did there. Let me erase and try that one more time. Okay, that was a little bit better. All right, I have room for one more letter. So finger space, what comes after O? P. So pull down for P, starting at the top, pull down, push back up, and then around. All right, notice I'm at the end of the line here. So I need to come back down and start here with Q. For my Q, I'm going to pull back and around just like the O. Notice it touches the top and the bottom, touches that top blue line and the bottom red line. And then we're going to cross at the bottom there. For R, start at the top, pull down, push back up, around, and you go all the way in and then down with your slant. Okay, for your S, start at the top, pull back in, around, and back out. S like a snake. All right, for your T, start by touching the top and pulling down. And then you are going to go back up to the blue line and go across. Pretty simple for T. For U, start at the top, pull down, over, up, and then down. Capital U looks a lot like lowercase u, but the difference is the capital U is touching the top blue line. Lowercase u only will be below the dashed line. We're not going to do lowercase today, we'll do it Monday. But your capital U looks very similar to the lowercase u, just like your capital C's. Capital C, the way you tell the difference is by what part of the line it touches. That's why it's very important to make sure your letters touch exactly where they're supposed to. That way we know if you're trying to write capital or lowercase. All right, for the next letter after U, we have V. You start at the top, and you're going to pull down slanted and push up in a little slant. That's just like we were talking about with U. V is the same way. Capital and lowercase are very similar. Oh, and S is the same way too. So you have to make sure that you're forming your letters the right way on the line. I really should have put a better finger space between those two letters. They're pretty close together. All right, for your W, finger space. Oh, W is the same way as these letters too. Oh my goodness. The capital and lowercase letters are very similar. All right, for W, down, up, down, up. All right, I'm out of room, so I'm going to go all the way back over to the left, the far left. For my X, up, another letter that is very similar, capital and lowercase. For X, start at the top and go down in a slant. Then start at your other top and go down. For Y, start at the top, pull in, start at the top, pull in, and down. And then for Z, across the blue line, pull in, and across the red line. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get some practice in on your capital letters. If you missed one, you can rewind and go back. And then on Monday, we'll practice some of the lowercase letters down here. But remember, we don't have any floating letters. They all are planted nice and neatly on the red line. And they all touch the top blue line when they're supposed to. And also, we started at the far left corner and made our way all the way across the page and then went all the way back to the left corner again. That's very important when we're writing, to have nice, neat handwriting. All right, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday for our next alphabet lesson.